This ancient land had terrorizing 39-foot-long crocodiles that could easily hunt dinosaurs. And in the deep and dark waters, there were gigantic sharks that could swallow you in one bite. From monstrous creatures like the poison-laced tongued devil frog to saber-toothed predators, this is why prehistoric Africa was living hell on Earth. It was a land where danger lurked everywhere, not just from other humans, but from an incredible variety of deadly animals. With over 50 countries and climates ranging from tropical rainforests to harsh deserts, this diverse continent was the perfect environment for some of the world's most fearsome creatures. One of the most terrifying predators was Innostrancevia. This ancient beast from the late Permian period could reach lengths of up to 11.5 feet and weigh around 550 pounds. With a skull that resembled a dinosaur's and a body built like a lion, Innostrancevia had powerful jaws filled with serrated teeth and saber-like canines. It prowled the Koo Basin in South Africa, silently stalking its prey before delivering a deadly bite with its 6-inch canines. Encountering such a creature would have been a chilling experience, as it was capable of tearing through flesh and bone with ease. The struggle for survival was relentless. Another such creature was the Pachycrocuta, a massive hyena-like animal. This beast stood about 3.5 feet tall and weighed over 280 pounds. It had extremely strong jaws, capable of crushing bones with a force of 7,500 newtons. Unlike today's hyenas, Pachycrocuta probably scavenged more than it hunted, using its powerful jaws to break bones and access the nutrient-rich marrow inside. Its large size and strength made it a dominant scavenger of its era. Another fearsome predator was the Eusmillis, which resembled a much larger version of a honey badger. Found in Kenya during the Miocene epoch, Eusmillis was around 4 feet long and weighed about 100 pounds. It was built for both speed and power, with strong muscles and legs that allowed it to chase down prey over long distances. This adaptability made it a versatile hunter, capable of taking down prey much larger than itself and thriving in various environments. Also during the Miocene epoch, the massive Simba kubwa roamed the land. The name means big lion in Swahili, but this creature was not actually a lion. It belonged to a group of extinct carnivorous mammals called hyenodons. Simba kubwa was an enormous predator, with some weighing up to 3,300 pounds and stretching up to 12 feet long. Its most striking feature was its 3 pairs of meat-slicing teeth, which were unique among predators of its time. These formidable teeth, combined with its great size and strength, allowed Simba kubwa to hunt and kill large herbivores, including early elephants and other megafauna. This predator wasn't just a scavenger. It was a skilled and active hunter, capable of taking down even the largest animals it encountered. But the dangers in prehistoric Africa weren't just confined to the land. One of the most terrifying birds was the Forus racidae, also known as terror birds. These large, flightless carnivores roamed the earth for about 60 million years, starting in the early Cretaceous period. Some species grew up to 10 feet tall. What made these terror birds especially scary were their powerful beaks and strong legs. Their hooked beaks could tear flesh, and their legs were strong enough to deliver bone-crushing blows. These features made them formidable predators in their time. The waters of prehistoric Africa were just as treacherous as the land. In the swamps of ancient Madagascar lived the Bezel bufo, known as the devil frog. This terrifying amphibian, growing up to 16 inches long and weighing about 10 pounds, had an enormous head and a distinct skeletal structure. Its bite, with a force ranging from 500 to 2,000 newtons, was powerful enough to snap a finger. Even more frightening, the Bezel bufo had a poison-laced tongue, making its bite not only painful, but potentially deadly. Far from being just a strange amphibian, this devil frog was a significant predator, capable of hunting small animals and even young dinosaurs. Rivers and swamps were dominated by the Sarcosuchus, one of the largest crocodiles ever known. This giant could reach up to 40 feet in length, making it a fearsome presence in its watery domain. Unlike today's crocodiles that often spin to tear apart their prey, The Sarcosuchus relied on strength, dragging its victims underwater until they drowned. It was a powerful predator, capable of taking down large animals and even dinosaurs that ventured too close to the shore. But if you thought today's sharks are terrifying, you're not prepared for prehistoric African ones. In the surrounding oceans, the megalodon ruled as the ultimate predator. This massive shark could grow over 67 feet long and weigh up to 60 tons, making it the largest predatory shark in history. With 7-inch teeth designed for slicing through the toughest marine life, the megalodon could easily devour whales and other large sea creatures. Its immense size and power meant that if a human ever encountered one, they would be swallowed whole in an instant. The presence of such a massive predator in the seas made the prehistoric world a perilous place indeed. But what about our human ancestors in prehistoric Africa? What were they up to? One of the most fascinating aspects of prehistoric Africa is its role in shaping the evolution of early humans. In this challenging environment, our ancestors had to adapt to survive. According to the killer ape theory proposed by Raymond Dart, early humans were not just prey, but also aggressive hunters. This theory suggests that the need to hunt and protect themselves played a crucial role in the development of tools and cooperative hunting strategies. The killer ape theory argues that early humans were naturally aggressive, using violence for hunting and social dominance. Fossil evidence supports this view, showing that early hominins had strong jaws and teeth suited for eating meat, along with signs of injuries that suggest they experienced violent encounters. But some people disagree. Some anthropologists believe that early humans were more likely opportunistic scavengers, making the most of carcasses left behind by other predators. Recent research indicates that early humans did both. They scavenged and hunted. Fossil evidence from sites like Tanzania's Aldovey Gorge shows that species like Homo habilis were practicing advanced hunting techniques as early as 2 million years ago. These early humans seemed to prefer hunting adult prey, such as wildebeest and antelope, which offered a rich source of protein crucial for brain development. This evidence suggests that early humans were active participants in the food chain, capable of hunting and processing large game. Despite their growing skills as hunters, early humans were still at great risk from the many predators in prehistoric Africa. The fossilized remains of the Tong child, a young Australopithecus found in South Africa, highlight these dangers. This child is believed to have been killed by a large bird of prey that carried it off to its nest. This grim evidence shows just how perilous life was for our ancestors, who had to constantly navigate a landscape filled with threats from both animals and other humans. In prehistoric Africa, the relationship between humans and predators was a constant struggle. As humans improved their hunting skills, they became more effective predators. But they also faced threats from powerful animals like saber-toothed cats and giant hyenas. The fossilized remains of Littlefoot, an early hominin found in South Africa, suggest that these dangers were ever present. Littlefoot may have died in a conflict with a large baboon-like monkey, showing the risks from not just large predators, but also other primates. Early humans often found themselves as prey rather than predators. Fossil evidence shows that they were hunted by large birds, crocodiles, and big cats. For example, a member of Paranthropus robustus likely fell victim to a leopard, as indicated by marks on the skull. These constant dangers pushed early humans to develop crucial survival strategies, such as using tools and fire, which eventually helped them stand out among other species. While we've covered some of the more well-known prehistoric predators, Africa was also home to some truly unique and fascinating species that have survived to this day, often called living fossils. First, there's the West African lungfish. This remarkable fish has been around for nearly 400 million years and is known for its ability to breathe air using a primitive lung. This adaptation is crucial for surviving during the dry season when water sources dry up. The lungfish can burrow into the mud and enter a state called estivation, where it slows its metabolism and can live without food for months. This ability to breathe air sets it apart from most other fish, showing an incredible survival strategy in harsh environments. There's also the coelacanth, thought to be extinct until a living specimen was discovered in 1938. The coelacanth is another ancient species. This deep-sea fish is notable for its lobed fins, which resemble limbs, giving us a glimpse into the evolution of amphibians. Coelacanths also have a unique joint in their skull that allows them to open their mouths wide and swallow prey whole. They typically inhabit depths of about 2,300 feet and navigate using electroreception, an adaptation for life in dark, deep waters. Over time, many of these fierce predators went extinct. Changes in climate and the shifting landscapes of Africa played a big part in this decline. As the environment became less stable, the food chains that supported these large predators began to break down. This led to the extinction of many big carnivores, like the giant short-faced hyena and the saber-toothed cats, which couldn't adapt to the new conditions. Today, we see a similar trend with modern predators, who are often hit hard by environmental changes. The loss of these large predators opened up space for new species, including the ancestors of the animals we know today. This period of ecological change was key in shaping the diverse wildlife we now see on the African continent. Prehistoric Africa was a land full of incredible dangers and wonders. It was a time when giant predators roamed both land and water, and early humans had to fight for survival every day. Only the strongest and most adaptable could make it in such a tough world. Looking back, we can really appreciate the challenges our ancestors faced and the amazing variety of life that once thrived on this continent. And if you found this video interesting, be sure to check out the next one to discover more mysteries of our ancient world.